Are you learning European Portuguese and you notice that the Portuguese don't pronounce every single letter in a word? Well, this is not unusual. This happens with languages in general. But if you have been learning Portuguese and you have been listening to audios that are very well enunciated, where they speak every single letter and they speak it very well, and now that you are maybe in Portugal for your first trip maybe, or you just moved to Portugal, and now you have the chance to have a conversation, to speak, to say something to native speakers in the real world, maybe you realize that the Portuguese that you have been learning is not exactly the Portuguese that you are encountering, you are meeting in the real world when you meet the Portuguese. So this is not a surprise for me as a Portuguese teacher. Olá, I'm Sara. Welcome back to my channel. I'm a Portuguese teacher, and my expertise is in listening comprehension, helping people not only learning Portuguese but understanding what the Portuguese speak, no matter how fast they speak, and no matter how many letters they swallow, or matter they do, I help people understanding them. Okay, so I'm very used to this topic, and a lot of people come to me and they say, Sara, I've been doing so many things, but they speak fast and they don't pronounce everything. But my textbook audio does. In my textbook audio, or my teacher, they pronounce things clearly, but in the real world they don't. Well, that's a real issue, and I'm here to help out with this. So today we are going to talk about this, what is called vowel reduction, or as I like to say, the letters that we eat. Because Portuguese food is so delicious, maybe bacalhau, leitão, pastel de nata. We have just an amazing cuisine. Our food is so delicious, and we are so passionate about food that we eat a lot, and we even want to eat our own language, the letters of our language. Well, that's a way to put it. That's a fun way to say that Portuguese love food so much they also eat the language. So let me show a couple of examples, a couple of words to show you how we are going to not pronounce some words in some letters in those words, but also, because this is also the case, sometimes we do pronounce those letters, but you think we don't because your ear is not trained to that. There are parts of a word that are higher, louder, clear, and you're going to hear them, but others are lower, and if your ear is not trained to them, probably you cannot spot them and you think they're just not there. So let me show you some of these words. The first word is sábado. Sábado, Saturday. So when you hear me saying this, sábado, what do you actually hear? Do you hear every single letter? And proportionally, do you hear a syllable higher than the other? Sábado, 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 sábado. So the one that you are hearing higher, louder, is the first one. Sa, sa, sa. And let me show you here the syllable. So the first syllable is sa, the next one pa, and the last one do, sábado. But they are not on the same level, let's say. Sa is higher and the other two are lower. So because the other two are lower, the vowel and the syllable that you're going to hear better is the first one. Sábado, sábado, sábado. So this A here, although is not that louder, that clear as the first A. Let me change it to green. No, this green is too dark, too light. This green. So Saba. The first A in the first syllable is sa, a, but this one is a. Saba, saba, So you need to train your ear to be able to hear this a, 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 a. Okay, and the last syllable, do. So I think the most interesting part in this word is do. An O in the end of a word is pronounced U, right? So we can write U. But there's something interesting with this U. What is this interesting thing? Some native speakers can pronounce this U, but soft, low, kind of vanishes. And sometimes native speakers just do not pronounce it at all. Okay, so you will find Portuguese native speakers from Portugal that they say sábado, U, but lower, soft, and others that you listen to them, especially when they speak this word connected with others. Sometimes you cannot hear it at all because it's just not there. Sábado, 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 sábado. Okay, so now you can expect hearing something like this, sábado. You can also say this way or sábado, 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 sábado. Let me put this this A, but this because it's lower. Let me put a little A. Okay, a little A. I think it's better if we put a little A here. Sa, and I can put this S, this A bigger than the others. Sábado, 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 sábado. Okay, these two versions because sometimes native speakers do pronounce this last U, sábado, lower, soft, and sometimes they do not pronounce it at all. At all. Sábado, 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 sábado. And just now, we are talking about listening comprehension, about hearing and understanding. Do you know who understood what I just said? My Alexa. Alexa, para. Well, I need to tell Alexa to stop. So I said, Alexa, para. Because I said sábado, and Alexa started to play a song. So let's see the next letter, the next word. The next word is levaram-me. Levaram-me. There's a lot of interesting things to say about levaram-me. So, just like the previous word, we have some lower A's. Which lower A? Let me show you. This A here, and I will put it again in green. Levaram-me. 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 So we have a and a. Just like in the previous word, we have an a and an a. A. So leva, it's very open, really open. Leva, a. But this one, it's Sweet is vanishing. Levaram-me. 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 And there's something else very interesting here. Is this e, a, e, I, o, u. Usually this vowel is pronounced e. We have different ways to pronounce this vowel, but in this case we are not going to pronounce it at all. So we have two like this. So this l, I'm doing all the changes here. Let me show you here exactly how it turns out to be, how we are going to pronounce it. So there's no e. This one here, it's pronounced u. Can you do that sound? U, u, u. Let me do a purple one. U, 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 u. But the consonant is l. L, an L, right? L plus this vowel is going to be the same. How? L plus U, L. So the vowel sound, the consonant sound is L. The consonant itself is just L. The vowel is U. So L plus U, L. Easier. Every time you see a consonant plus this vowel, you don't pronounce the vowel. Okay? So that's the same that happens here. We have an M, U, M, M, M. Levaram-me. And we cut the U. This vowel, this sound is the one that the Portuguese eat the most. We just cut it. We are so hungry, we want to eat so much, so this one, we always eat it. So I end up writing like this without the vowel. And you look at this and say, Sara, that's a little bit confusing. Yes, because you're not used to see the language like this. We cut some vowels and we end up with more consonants than vowels. So when you listen to the Portuguese, you will hear more consonant sounds than vowels. So this is l, va, rão, me. M. Just an M. Just the sound of the consonant. Levaram-me. And the same goes, for example, if you have any other consonant. Let's say you have a T, and then we put this U. This is T, T, L, S, J, S, S again, P, N, Sh, Z. You just hear the sound of the consonant, not the vowel, because we eat the vowel. So again, T, L, S, J, P, N, Sh, Z. Just the consonant. You just hear the consonant because we eat the vowel. Alright? This is the vowel that we eat the most. So this is extremely important for you to know. That's why in this word, levaram-me, which means they took me to a place, for example, is levaram-me. And you don't hear the vowels. You don't hear these vowels because they are not there. When we write, there are. But when we speak, they don't. Okay? Levaram, levaram. Levaram, levaram. Okay? When I say something, like here, levaram, repeat after me because it will help you a lot learning. It's very important when you want to learn something that you repeat. Okay? Sábado, sábado. Levaram, levaram. Okay? Last thing about levaram, just to so you see the difference. If we do pronounce all these vowels, it will be Levaram-me. Levaram-me. If I was pronouncing every single letter, every single vowel, it will be levaram-me. But this is not how the Portuguese speak, not at all. It's levaram-me. We close it and we eat vowels. We don't pronounce all the vowels. Can you hear the difference? When I pronounce every single thing, levaram-me, 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 levaram-me. I think this is funny when I say levaram-me, because the way it's normal, natural for me is levaram-me. Way closer and not louder. So just really like close your mouth like this. In terms of pronunciation, you should put your mouth like this. L, m, k, t, s, d, f. Different combinations with this vowel, consonant, and this vowel. Okay, it's really just the sound of the consonant. Okay, l, m, t, s, k, sh, u. And about the lower a is not a, but you are like you're a quiet person and you're saying not a. All right, let me know in the comments how this was for you, if you finally understood what is actually happening when the Portuguese speak their normal way, which probably is not that normal for other people, for other languages, because other languages work in a different way. And if you want to learn everything that you need to learn, and you want to practice everything that you need to practice to finally understand the Portuguese, I will leave the link down below for my Understand the Portuguese course, where I cover everything that you need to know. Okay, and it also has a lot of exercises for you to practice and finally understand the Portuguese. I did this course because I saw this as a common issue for a lot of students, A2 students, B1 students, B2 students, basic, intermediate, and advanced. And they told me, Sara, I've been doing so many things, but I still have this issue. I don't know what to do. So I realized that a lot of people were having this issue in their Portuguese learning journey. So I did this course. If you want to know more information about it, you have the link down below with more information. And down below as well, you have my WhatsApp link, so you can send me a message and ask wherever you want to ask about the course and about Portuguese classes. All right, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.